Myself CS Patel from MCGM Virtual Class welcome all of you. Due to the global pandemic, this year's educational session is being affected. In such a situation, our Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation has taken an initiative to provide every student online education. So let's get started. Standard 8th. So students, yes, you are seeing my English book 8, Standard 8, Subject English. And students, we will see grammar section today. In that, we will practice Figures of Speech Part 1. Figures of Speech Part 1. Yes, myself CS Patel from Virtual Training Center, Dadar, Mumbai. So now let's start. Objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to recognize figures of speech, identify figures of speech in poems, stories, etc. Figures of speech. Students, we call in our mother tongue alankar, figures of speech. Authors often use figures of speech in both literature and poetry to enhance their writing. They communicate ideas that go beyond the word's usual literal meanings. Figures of speech. Figures of speech lend themselves particularly well to literature and poetry. Indeed, these tools are around in nearly every corner of life. So students, कहते हैं कि जिस तरह से आभूषणों से व्यक्तियों की शोभा बढ़ती है, सो स्टूडेंट्स फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच से आपने देखा कि किस तरह से चाहे हम पोएम की बात करें या स्टूडेंट्स जो अदर पोएट्री की बात करें, लिटरेचर की बात करें स्टूडेंट्स, जिससे जो आपने देखा कि these tools abound in nearly every corner of life. Some figures of speech have become part of our everyday language. We don't even think about the fact that they aren't literally true. See the example. He didn't notice how quickly the time flew by. So quickly the time flew by. So students, see how quickly the time flew by. We use this, but students, see this figure of speech. She must have gotten tied up in traffic. Must have gotten tied up in traffic. Tied up in traffic. So students, yes, the little life we see here. Now students, there are many figures of speech, but we will practice few of them. Starting from simile. Simile. Comparison between two unlike things using a word such as like, as, then, or resembles. A big oak tree stood in the front yard like an aged but dedicated sentry. Yes, dedicated sentry. Sentry means guard, just like security guard. A big oak tree stood in front yard like an aged but dedicated sentry. See students, yes, a big oak tree stood in front yard like, see the word like, as, then, yes. So you are saying simile. In our mother tongue we say upma lankar. See the next example. The dew on the leaves glistened as brilliantly as loose diamonds on silk. Yes, as loose diamonds on silk. So yes, glisten as brilliantly as. So yes, you are seeing simile here. That child's eyes are warmer than the summer sandy beach. Yes, then is there, and yes, you can identify easily simile. Now students, see few more examples comparing two unlike things using like or as. See the example. She ran like the wind. She ran like the wind. See students, running and the wind are unlike things. But see the example, she ran like the wind. But running and the wind are unlike things. When you compare the speed of running to the speed of wind, you are using a simile, right? So she ran like the wind. So you are seeing here simile figure of speech. See further more examples. The snow was as thick as a blanket. She was as light as a feather. You are acting like a baby. He felt like a bug under a microscope. Under a microscope. He felt like a bug under a microscope. His temper was as explosive as a volcano. Yes, as explosive as volcano. Volcano we say in our mother tongue Jwalamukhi. His temper was as explosive. Right? So students, you are seeing more examples of simile here. Now students, we will see another figure of speech, metaphor. The definition of metaphor is similar to the definition of a simile, but there is one important difference between the two. Remember, the definition of simile has two parts. Two unlike things are being compared. The word like or as are used to make the comparison. There will also be two parts in the definition of a metaphor. We will practice there further. Metaphor versus simile. Use the following examples to figure out the definition of metaphor. Simile. Golu is like a teddy bear. See students, Golu is like a teddy bear. Simile. See, Golu is as soft as teddy bear. And in metaphor, Golu is a teddy bear. See students, Golu is like a teddy bear. Golu is as soft as a teddy bear. And in metaphor we call in our mother tongue Rupak Alankar metaphor. Golu is a teddy bear. Yes. See the next example. That boy is like a baby elephant. Next. The boy is as heavy as baby elephant. And in metaphor, that boy is a baby elephant. We directly say, we don't compare. Yes. So that boy is baby elephant. And in simile we say that boy is like a baby elephant. Okay. So in simile we are comparing, but in metaphor we are not comparing, we are saying directly. Okay, so keep in your mind. In metaphor, comparison between two unlike things in which one thing becomes the other does not use a word such as like or as. The floodwaters rose and river became a ravenous monster, racing on for hours. It consumed everything in its sight. Yes, you can see the picture. The floodwaters rose and the river became a ravenous monster, racing on for hours. It consumed everything in its sight. So yes, you are seeing here metaphor. See the next. Poets use metaphors to make the reader think about a new way of seeing things. What is the poet trying to say with this metaphor? See, my heart, it was floating bird that through the word did wander free, but he hath locked in it in a cage and lost the silver key. So students, yes, from The Prince by J.D. Dascam. So students, you are seeing here example of metaphor. See another example. His ideas were a flock of birds in flight. His ideas were a flock of birds in flight. Yes, you are seeing the example of metaphor. This computer is a dinosaur. See the example are metaphors. Yes, today my mind is the wind blowing across rolling hills. We'll see another figures of speech, that is personification. We call it in our mother tongue Manvikaran Alankar. Personification. In these figures of speech, human qualities are given to something that is not human, an animal, an object, or an idea. See, the sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. See, students, used as human. Yes, so we are seeing personification here. Another figure of speech, alliteration. Take a look at the following examples of alliteration. You will let us select the best definition for this figure of speech. See, Bunty or his blue and brown blazer. B. Bunty or his blue and brown blazer. Hamid held his head high. See, H. Lalji loves lemon and lollipops. 6 swans went swimming in the sea. Yes, students, the SC, the beginning letters of the word. 6 swans went swimming in the sea. Alliteration is the repetition of beginning consonant sound. Keep in your mind beginning consonant sounds such as 6 silly swans went swimming in the sea. 6 silly swans went swimming in the sea. It's important to note that not every word in the sentence has to begin with the same letter in order for it to be considered alliteration. In the above example, only 5 out of 8 words begin with an S. Yes, so 6 silly swans went swimming in the sea. So it's not necessary that every word, yes, every word in the sentence has to begin with the same letter. This is not necessary. This is not compulsory. So keep in mind. Yes, you have seen the example too. So alliteration. Okay, students, we are seeing, yes, hyperbole. Hyperbole is a major exaggeration or overstatement. Authors use this figure of speech to emphasize a point or add humor. So students, think about many times in a day you exaggerate what you say and use hyperbole. Yes, we are saying hyperbole. The lion was 100 feet high. See students, the lion was 100 feet high. Lion was 100 feet high. Yes, you are seeing here is hyperbole. I have told you a million times. I have told you a million times. See students, yes, you are seeing hyperbole. Yes, onomatopoeia is a word that sounds like its meaning Yes, is word that sounds like its meaning. See, it can also be described as the use of a word which imitates a sound. Other examples include screech, where sizzle, crunch, bang, roar, click, snap, crackle, and pop. Yes, and so many examples. Yes, onomatopoeia. When you see this, yes, budge. See the B and ring. Yes. So budge and ring are both examples of onomatopoeia. Yes, onomatopoeia. Yes, when you see this, you often hear this. Yes, you are seeing cow. So its sound is moo moo. Cow, moo moo. Yes, it's rocket. Rocket, boom boom. Yes, rocket, boom boom. And it's duck. Duck, quack quack. Duck, quack quack. Yes, so cow, moo moo, rocket, boom boom, and duck, quack quack. Okay, so it's a sound. Keep in your mind onomatopoeia. Okay, students, so identify figures of speech in the following sentences. She swims like a fish. She swims like a fish. Yes, like here. So yes, I think you have identified. It's simile here. It's simile here. She swims like a fish. Yes, it's simile here. See the next sentence. He was a lion in the fight. He was a lion in the fight. Yes, so identify this one. Yes, so tell your answer. It's metaphor. It's a metaphor, figure of speech. He was a lion in the fight. Yes, see one more. The word is like a stage. The word is like a stage. Like a stage. I think you have identified. Now tell your answer. It's simile. Okay. So it's simile, figure of speech in this sentence. Okay, students, sir. So see further. So students, subscribe BMC channel and press the bell icon to get all notifications. Students, we have completed today's session. So work hard. We will meet later. Thank you very much.